Don't mess with your settings. This is actually me. This is Corey from Fitness Lying Down. I'm just a little bit more sleek and quicker. I don't have that resistance of the beard anymore. People must be really bored with their training sessions. They must be so bored out of their skull that they have to come up with these circus acts to keep themselves engaged. Like, hey, what's the next craziest thing I can do? Because what I've been doing for so long is just becoming so boring. What I want to tell you today is because, yes, it's easy to pick on this. It's easy to kind of be negative about this. But you also have to offer a solution. So in order not to be bored with your session, because I'll tell you, 8 years of being here at Fitness Lying Down, never, ever, ever have I ever heard anybody say that they were bored with our sessions. And it's because we know better. And so now we know better, Megan, we're going to do better so we can all be better. So what I want to talk to you today about is how we can progress in exercise, just a simple exercise. And we can change the meaning of that exercise to keep the engagement going, so we don't have to be doing silly things here at Fitness Lying Down, which you'll never find us do. Now, of course, it's kettlebells and coffee. I have to be drinking coffee, so I can't demonstrate for you today. I apologize. Fortunately, we have our very intelligent intern. I was trying to find an II. So intelligent. He is a very intelligent intern. Jan is going to show you how we can take a squat from a very basic to a very complex thing and all changing the meaning of that same squat. So Jan, let's go ahead and grab that core bag and bring it on out here for us. So the first thing we're going to be looking at is we're going to be going into your press out squat. So Jan is grabbing onto our beautiful core bag. He's going to drive down into his squat as he presses out. And notice a good depth there. He's going to rise back up as he pulls. He's going to do one more because, that's what we do. So that's how we introduce the squats here at Fitness Lying Down. Now what Jan's going to be taking to the next level with this squat is what we call a bear hug squat. So Jan is grabbing onto the bag. He's pushing his body in the bag. He's going to drive down into a squat. And it's going to be a good feedback as he comes back up. And the great thing about what Jan's doing here is there's all that feedback. One more time, Jan, because it's fun. Is that I've seen so many people not be able to squat well, and all of a sudden they grab that bear hug and they're squatting like a champion. Now we have a few more progressions for you. This coffee. The coffee is so good. So Jan now is going to take our strength bag. He's going to bring it up into his front-loaded position. From here, if you notice how he's holding the bag, it's going to kind of simulate a front plank. He's going to drive down into that squat. Because he's changed the level of the bag now, he's changed that holding position, it's created more intensity. Let's go ahead and do another squat. You just keep squatting until I tell you, okay? It's going to change the intensity of the drill, creating a little bit more of the core stability that needs to happen. Now, what Jan's going to do, we're going to take that bag back down to the floor. Jan is now going to bring the bag up to his fist. So he's going to hold the bag up on top of the fist. You might not think that's much of a sprinkle, but holding that bag up on the fist is actually creating more tension through the body as he drives into the squat. So that holding position is less stable, which is creating a demand on the body that the body has to adapt to, and the brain is staying engaged. The brain is not getting bored. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to offset. So we're going to grab onto the handle, but we're also going to grab onto the side of the bag, creating kind of a fat grip. Now, Jan, let's turn to the camera. I want people to see this little ditty here. So, yep, you're right there. Now, what I want you to notice is as he squats down, go ahead. Having that offsetness now, the bag more on that right side is going to be the working arm. But the left arm is still working, but there's going to be more crisscross pattern on that because of the offsetness of here. I'm going to take it down to the final level for you. We're going to take that bag now, we're going to put it on top of a shoulder. So Jan's going to now move that bag up onto the shoulder position. Perfect. In that shoulder position now, with that implement here, it's such an offset that it tempts the body to be moving. So we have to make sure that as Jan shows you this squat head on, that his hips aren't moving around that bag. We've created that squat to be more of a side plank now. Everything's heavy on that side, so we can't give in to that temptation. Beautiful job, Jan. We've changed your squat now, just using one implement. Could you imagine if we started using kettlebells, resistance bands, and then if we start changing body position? Now, all of a sudden, why do you have to be doing stupid stuff on the internet to impress people? That's not having a real carryover into your everyday life. Moving that implement, moving that sandbag around, creates that, as I mentioned before, demand, and your body has to adapt to that. And that adaptation is the same thing you need to do when you're outside the four walls of your training environment. So that's how it works. Yeah, why don't you bring it in here? Give everybody a little wave. That's our intern, Jan. We love him over here. He's doing such a great job. We're going to miss you when you're gone. Yeah. All right, so now, that's it. Squats, sandbag. Don't do stupid stuff on the internet, please, because I'm not going to like it, and I'm not going to share it. So until the next time, you're welcome.